Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, once again. We're going to have to make some slight adjustments here real fast to this. We make sure we stay where we need to be in the green, but we are here tonight debuting some brand new overlays, folks. Again, these are brand new. They are not animated yet. There are some things missing, unfortunately. We didn't have time to get them all in there. We still have quite a bit of work to do graphic-wise. There's still a lot of stuff we want to add in, sponsor stuff. But that being said, we do need to thank the sponsors here for this league, at the very least. So, of course, we want to give a big shout-out to Silver Fox Race Ready Wraps on the racing side of things, as well as TVRL Racing. Without these two partners, and one of them being the team that puts all this together, we wouldn't be here tonight for this league. Hopefully everything goes well debuting these new overlays. Again, we got the new countdown to green. We got rid of the green flag drop, as it's going to be the countdown to green, and that will be qualifying. That is coming up next here at Kokomo Speedway. Definitely looking forward to how all of this is going to play out. Again, all new graphics here, not animated. Some of it going to be missing, but we have the key components that I think we need here for tonight. So, of course, with 2 minutes left on the clock, just under 2 minutes before we move into qualifying, we have cranked up those car sounds just a little bit, so let us know how they sound as well. As we are live tonight on the Race on Texas YouTube channel and the Race on Texas Facebook page, as we got about 14 cars here tonight. I heard there's some big races going on, or at least a big race going on, so the car count a little lower. Don't let this car count discourage you. We usually have 30 to 35 cars here easy on any given race night. Kokomo, also not a lot of drivers' favorite track, so a lot of factors coming in to tonight's race. So if you're looking to get into a league that has really good racing, 50 lap features for this one, 40 for the other one, with 1 to 2 tops, 3 cautions in a race for a 50 lap feature, check them out, TVRL Racing League. Of course, we'll go ahead and bring your top bar up onto the screen, as we have just about 57 seconds left. And again, we have tweaks to do to these overlays. We, for one, will be increasing the clock on the top bar, as it is a little small, and we'll be making sure we can read that just a little bit. But with 40 seconds left to go, this is your time to grab something to drink, something to eat, as we're going to clear that out. That is not correct. Again, we apologize. We'll get that corrected here in a minute. There are some little tweaks here that we know we have to do. But grab yourself something to drink, something to eat, and we will be right back. Alright, time is coming to an end, and I'm not sure why. Apparently the white flag not going to be, or checker flag not going to be working there. We are going to have to take a look at that, see what's going on. But there is the yellow flag. We are getting ready for qualifying now, so we're going to drop down to the track with these drivers here tonight. Again, you are watching live on the Race on Texas YouTube and the Facebook page, as the drivers are out on the track, and we're going to get up close and personal with them here tonight. We will bring up your qualifying bar onto the screen, as we've got still a lot of work to do on these as well. Where you see that number 2, eventually we will see the O2. We will take that number right off the side of his car, and we're going to be putting it into the overlay. So a lot of cool things going to be happening here for the channel. Again, right now it's just a stock number, but three-wheeling it here for that O2 machine, as we're going to zoom out just a little bit. You can see how it's going, and that is the O2 of Michael Redding, as Brett Rolls going to have the top, and now it's going to be Michael Redding. Brett Rolls going to be taking second fastest in that number 17 machine here tonight. Chris Fisher right behind him in the third place in the number 6 machine. We'll jump over to Derek Kelton, who's going to take it to a stop, as Dean Slauson in the 08 machine also out on the track. We'll see how he stacks up against this crowd here tonight. in that E-Z-Go 08. These are the super late models here tonight. Again, we'll just have to kind of wait and see how they all stack up later on in the night as dirt is flying and these cars are going around on the track pretty easy here tonight. It looks like Dustin Levernite in the number 91 is going to take 5th fastest here. Again, we don't have the qualifying order there. It's actually, we'll see, we do have it up. It's just a little bit laggy here. So we'll go ahead and pull it up, and it's going to be rotating through your drivers. So we're just going to go ahead and take that off the screen as it's a little bit laggy. We're not quite happy with it. So we will try to get that sorted out. We're going to go over to Stephen Gregory. Pull your qualifying bar back up. And this track's so small to get around this so quick. 12.628 seconds is the fastest lap set by Zach McSwain here just a little bit ago on his second lap. These, again, are so fast lap times. They're going to be quick and hard to keep up with. We'll jump over to Mario Perez, who's out on the track in the number 3 machine, and he is going to scrape the outside wall, so of course that is going to invalidate some times. We jump over to Blake Murray, who is just now pulling out onto the track in the number 33 machine. Again, very fast laps here for these drivers, as they're not going to be on the track too long. Heat races shouldn't take long, and neither should any of your mains here tonight. Again, 14 drivers is what we've seen on the roster. We'll see how many of those do good in their heats. Some of them may, some of them might. The lower car count, it's definitely going to be easier to get a good starting position in that 50-lap feature. So time will tell how it goes here tonight. But right now, Zach McSwain at the top of the charts. Blake Murray right now 13.039 on that lap, a 12.961 on his fastest lap, as we have a minute 37 left so far. Dean Slauson was out on the track. Mario Perez was out. Cody Slauson going to be running race control here tonight. And Michael Baumgartner, we've seen him in another league. He is here tonight racing that number 1 machine. We'll see if he does come out on to the track here in just a little bit. But at the moment, he is not. He is staying in the pits here. So right at the moment, nobody else on the track. We got a minute left to go. Grab you something to drink, grab you something to snack on. We will be right back here with the Till Valhalla Racing League live on Race on Texas YouTube and Facebook here tonight. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, time is coming to an end here tonight. As there you see the clock has finished and we are gridding. This is going to be heat race number 1. We're going to have 2 heat races here tonight, and scheduled is a D main, C main, and B main. With the cars we have here tonight, I don't see us having those. We will move straight into a warm-up. We may still have a B main. It really just depends on how it's all set up. But we'll let you know when that time arises. What we do have is 2 heat races. So let's get down to your heat races tonight, as we don't even have our grid in yet. But we wanted to go ahead and debut all of these, all this goodness that we have going on here. We have a lot of improvements going to be coming to the channel here in the very near future. But heat race number 1 is going to be Zach McSwain and Brett Rolls on row 1. Row 2 is going to be Derek Keltner and Justin Levernite. Row 3 is going to be, looks like Cade Loudy and Mario Perez. And rounding out the field is going to be Michael Baumgartner in the number 1 machine. Can the 25 of Zach McSwain get it done here tonight in heat race number 1? Time will tell, as we are just about ready to get the green flag, drop the hammer. And as Zach Clark would say, we're going to light the candles and get this party started. We'll see how it all plays out for everybody here tonight. This green flag getting ready to get out and underway here at Kokomo Speedway. There it is. Green flag is out, and we are racing. And we want to again thank everybody for showing up here tonight, as it's going to be the 25 out to a dominant start very quickly. We're going to go back a little bit to the 17 of Brett Rolls. He's kind of in his own little groove as well. We go back to third, fourth, fifth, and even sixth place. Levernight and Loudy battling for third position, and they're going to duke it out here for just a little bit more. We'll see as we'll zoom in just a little bit. As we still have some work to do. I think we're going to have to tweak these graphics just a little bit, not to my liking. But Cade Loudy is going to have to settle for fourth as Levernight takes third. Derek Keltner in the number 5 machine, currently in fifth position. Bumgarner in sixth, and Perez in seventh place. As these two duking it out side by side, that is Loudy and Levernight. They're still right together. There goes Levernight, going to regain the position. Loudy going to have to back down to fourth position, and they're making contact behind them. Keltner and Bumgarner are going to get a little contact there. That is just part of it. There is Mario Perez going to be on pit road, but the 25 of Zach McSwain out front and having some connection issues of his own here with 3 laps to go. Going to be 2 to go next time by. 2 sticks in the air right there for your race leader, Zach McSwain. He has got to just keep it together and hope that internet works out for him as Brett Rolls trying to run him down for first place. He's currently in a second. Levernight has clearly got third place wrapped up here at the moment as Cade Loudy in fourth place, but Zach McSwain coming to get the checkered flag this time by. Again, the checkered flag is waving. Not sure why it's not showing up in the overlays, but there it is right there. Your race winner is going to be the 25 of Zach McSwain. For heat race number 1, that is how it's going to be. McSwain and Rolls and Loudy getting the top 3. As heat race number 2 is getting ready to roll out onto the track, it's going to be Michael Redding, Chris Fisher, Stephen Gregory, Blake Murray, William Main, and Dean Slauson. Those will be your drivers here for heat race number 2. As again, we're going to adjust on the graphics, I think, for the next race. Not quite happy with how sharp they look. We'll be messing with that. A lot of things going on here on the channel. Definitely not to our approval, but we hope everybody is tuning in here, having a good time tonight on the YouTube and Facebook side of things. Let us know who you're watching for, or are you here just to see some great dirt track racing here on iRacing, as we are just about ready to get that green flag here in 1 lap. Alright, you can see him getting a little bit more speed behind him as the pace car getting ready to dive off. You see a little bit of dust flying up there. They're fixing to tear it up even more. Green flag is out, and we are racing here. And woo, we got the 0-2 getting real sideways. Here comes the 5, going to try to dig it in there. That is Redding and Gregory side by side. And man, that 0-2 is getting extremely sideways again of Redding. And he is going to possibly lose the lead here because of that. Is Stephen Gregory in number 5 machine. He is going to capitalize off of it. He takes the lead. Redding goes up, smacks the outside wall. We go back to 3rd and 4th as the battle is on for Blake Murray and Chris Fisher. As we have 2 number 5s here in the race. One of them actually being scored as the number 4 of Stephen Gregory. The official 5 is going to be there we go, the 5 of Chris Fisher. He has actually shown 6 on the scoreboard, but 5 on there. So we got a lot of different numbers. These are those custom numbers we were talking about. We're going to be putting into the overlay soon. But Stephen Gregory out front in the number 5 machine here tonight. It's just going to be Michael Redding behind him, getting into the outside wall. Didn't help him at all. As here goes the 33. He tried to make a slide job. He did complete it, but the crossover coming back in just the next corner is the 0-2 of Redding is going to hang on to the position. Redding going down low with 3 laps to go. Now make it 2. He gets a little shot there, it looked like, as we caught it just at the tail end. The 33 of Murray and the 0-2 of Redding battling side by side. And the 5 trying to get in there as well of Chris Fisher, the other 5 officially be scored as the number 6. Meanwhile, white flag is in the air for the actual number 5 on the track, and he has checked out from this field, and this race is over. Your race winner here tonight is going to be the 5 of Stephen Gregory. That'll do it for heat races here tonight. We are, of course, getting ready for a little bit of a warm-up. I do believe it is. So it is warm-up coming up, and then your 50-lap feature. So we will be right back here in just a few moments. Alright, we are back here, ladies and gentlemen. Just a quick reminder, if you have a beverage of your choice, something you want to snack on, this is the time to head on over to that in-house concession stand, as we like to refer to it, also known as your refrigerator freezer. If you can cook something in 2.5 minutes, go for it, as they got time. We got just over 2.5 minutes before the feature race will get started. Again, go over there, grab you something to drink, something to snack on, as we will go racing here momentarily, as we are in a warm-up just at the moment, with currently about 13 drivers going to be starting tonight's feature race. Again, a little bit lower, but it is summer. Some of the drivers not necessarily liking Kokomo. It's not one of the favorite tracks from what we hear around the watering hole. So we'll see how that affects points and stuff, and it all sorts out. Once we get everything sorted out, we will have the point standings in the overlays here in the future. That being said, we are going to segue as well and get hydrated. 1 minute and 50 seconds left on the clock. We'll be back. right, 20 seconds left on the clock. I hope you're ready for some racing here tonight. We're going to go ahead and get rid of your countdown and bring your top bar back up onto the screen. There we go. As we are set to get this thing going once again here tonight. We still have another race program going to be coming your way later on tonight. We have the UNP Modifieds that will be making their way here in the very near future. After this one, we'll be setting up that second lobby, and we will be racing for 40 laps. As there is the checkered flag on this lobby, as we are ready for your A-Mean feature event here tonight. And I'm not even sure what it's going to say on the thing. It's probably just going to say race. But this is your main event. So we'll get down to the grid with these drivers. And again, we don't have our grid in place here tonight. But on row 1 is going to be Zach McSwain and Stephen Gregory, minus any changes they do. They may change here, but this is as of right now. Followed by Brett Rolls, Blake Murray, Cade Loudy, Michael Redding, Dustin Levernite, Chris Fisher, Derek Keltner, Dean Slauson, Michael Bumgardner, William Main, and Mario Perez. 13 drivers are going to be starting the race here tonight for your A-Main feature event. We'll see just how everything goes. Will we see a caution free, or will we have a couple of cautions? And time will tell on all that. We will try to go on board with some of these drivers throughout the race. Again, all of that's up in the air. We just don't know what we're going to have. We know it's a 50-lap race. So here, when they get the green flag, those extra 2 laps will not be raced, as they will get into the proper order and possibly do a salute to the fans. We'll see how it all goes down. As I stand corrected, they're going to let them just run it out here. And 25 going to go ahead and take off. So we are going to just race these extra 2 laps as we got them piling up back here behind them, but somehow we keep going. But the 5 of Stephen Gregory going to have some issues. He blinks out there, but he keeps it going. And now the other 5 is going to get into a little contact there, but no harm done as well. Look at them stacking up here in about 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Everybody just really tightly bunched together, as the 5 going to take it down to the bottom. That is Stephen Gregory, and we got someone upside down. And not sure who it is. There it is, going to be Brett Rolls upside down, and the caution is out here for the first time. Let's go back and take a look. What happened to Brett Rolls in that number 17 machine, as he's running the rebel flag here tonight, and something just did not click. He goes up. That's not what happened. He didn't get into the wall there. And right there, looks like he clipped the wall, and over he went. His night is going to come to an end, or at least a chance of winning this race anyway, going to come to a end. He does go in and get some damage repaired, and it looks like they're going to let him have his lap back. So he will get his lap back here in the race. And touchy subject there when you talk about those laps being given back. Technically, in real racing, caution laps wouldn't count, so you wouldn't go a lap down if you had to get some damage repaired in the pits or the hot pit. So it's a tough subject depending on how you look at it, but technically in dirt track racing, caution laps wouldn't count as the green flag comes back out, and we are racing on a lap number 6 of 52, make it 7 of 52, as the 25 still out front leading this race. Here comes Dustin Levernite. He's going to take over second in the 91 machine. Blake Murray right behind him in the 33 machine as the green flag continues to wave. Here, Kokomo, the 33 of Murray, sliding way up to the high side, up on to the cushion, or what is a little bit of a cushion there anyway. We'll see. He's going to fall back a couple of spots, it looks like, possibly, but he's still fighting back on the outside. Looking behind them, you have Stephen Gregory and Cade Loudy back here trying to battle. This is where the battle is going on, towards midfield to the back. It's not up front. The 25 of Zach McSwain has really checked out, but now we got a battle going on between Gregory and Levernite. the 91 and the 4. Again, that's the 91 and the 5 on his car. But he is actually the 4 car in this race. Those two side by side. Here comes Murray once again in the 33, this time on the inside, trying to make something happen. And these guys are not getting up to full speed. They're only doing about 80 miles an hour around this track as they're on the gas, on the brake, on the gas, on the brake consistently here tonight. As let's go to Blake Murray. Let's go on board with him. Let's go to his helmet cam if we could. And take a look as we'll try to remember where we put that camera board. There we go. So we're on board with the 33 of Blake Murray, currently in 5th position. And just look as we're on that helmet cam. You really don't get a whole lot of speed out of this track. So we'll go up to K Loudy here in 4th position at the moment. Doing a fantastic job. 3-wheeling it through the corners. So again, it says 126, even though that is not what says on his car. So we'll get rid of that and go back to our main camera. And indeed, well, actually, Dustin, let's see if he is his actual number. I apologize for that. Chris Fisher back here at the moment, trying to run them all down, and still the 33 of Blake Murray going all the way to the high side. And out front, who has a little bit of company now, that is the 25 of Zach McSwain, 16 down. Going to be 17 down this time by. Zach McSwain may have some company coming here in a minute from the 5 of Stephen Gregory. I'm just not sure how and if he's going to be able to get up there. Zach McSwain has been on rails, but he's smacking the wall right there. That's going to cost him a little bit of time if he keeps hitting that outside wall. And that is the last thing he wants to do, of course. We want to thank everybody for tuning in here tonight. I know you have a lot of things you could be doing, but you're here with us. And we definitely thank you for hanging out with us in this Tuesday night. This is our only race of the week here, these 2 races, and we are off the rest of the week. So we will have a very slow week, but we are going to work on these overlays to perfect them here for tonight. Again, we've got a lot of work to do to get them the way we want them to go. So we'll keep tweaking on those. We're going to go a little further back in the field here between the 5 of Derek Keltner and the 33. The 33 of Blake Murray. He has just not had the A-main race he wanted to here tonight. He's taking to the high side, but it's just not quite working. He's sliding back here ever so slightly, more and more. So definitely not working out the way he wants. He wants to keep going forward, but that is not how it has played out here as we're just about at the halfway point. Brett Rolls, unfortunately, out of this race as well. William Main in the 34 machine, running TVR on there for Team Valhalla Racing. Currently sitting in 11th place. We go up just a little bit. This is a good battle going on still between Keltner and Murray Bumgardner in the number 1 machine, technically number 17 on the car, but being scored as number 1. And actually a nice looking car. Also got TVR on the side of it. That's an awesome looking blue. Back to the front, we got lap cars coming in to the picture here. That's going to be the 08 of Dean Slauson. That is potentially about ready to go a lap down. And he has got company coming up from the 25, and it's not going to matter. The 25 of Zach McSwain going to get by him. Zach McSwain still having connection issues. Sorry, that's actually Bumgardner having, or Slauson having issues there as well. So several drivers having connection issues here tonight. We go back up to the front though, as Stephen Gregory having the connection issue here, as the 25 McSwain still 3-wheeling it around this track. What a battle these two are starting to have. I think this one may get just a little bit more better here. We'll see. I don't even know if more better is technically the correct way to say it, but it's going to get exciting nevertheless, as he is still 3-wheeling it, having the connection issue. So is the 5 though. So 2 different guys up front having connection issues here. And it looks like Mario Perez is going to take it to the pits. His night going to end a little bit earlier than he wanted. Again, Brett Rolls out of the race as well. And we got a caution going to be coming out, and it's going to involve Derek Keltner in the other number 5 machine. Let's go back and take a look. what happened to the 5 of Derek Keltner here. Is definitely not what he wanted. Did he clip a tire, or did he have help from another driver? That's what we're about to find out. And right there, the 126 was slow on the track, and he just bumps him, and around he goes to bring out the second caution of the night. As we will bring that up on to your screen. There it is, your second caution of the night. We're at 2 caution laps. We've had 0 lead changes. The 25 of Zach McSwain has been out front, leading this entire race pretty much all night long. And he will look to see if he can hang on to it as we're getting set to get the green flag this next time by. We have a very few laps to go. He's just got to do what he can, hit his marks, and try not to hit the walls. The green flag comes out, and he is on the loud pedal. And it's actually going to be Dustin Levernite that takes over second place. Gregory going to fall back to third position in that number 5 machine. And he's going to take it all the way to the high side, still having those connection issues. But he does lose 1 spot on the restart as the 91 of Dustin Levernite fast on the restart. And it looks like Chris Fisher is going to get by him, as well as Michael Redding. He is falling back further than he wanted to now. He is definitely going to have to try to keep fighting if he wants to stay up there, but it's just not working here at the moment. But the 25 of McSwain out there is just going to be Cade Loudy out of the race now in the number 126 machine. He'll officially be scored in 11th place. Levernite trying to make something happen if he can possibly get up there, but it's just, I don't know if anybody has anything for McSwain. McSwain is on a rocket ship here. We are on going to be 12 laps to go right there, so almost 10 to go. 12 laps remain in this race, and here comes the 5 of Chris Fisher trying to make something happen on the high side, and he may have Levernite. We'll see. No, Levernite comes back on the inside, and he keeps trucking forward. These guys are ruthless out here, battling back and forth. They're racing clean, though. Again, we've only seen those 2 cautions. Oh, the 5 of Fisher going to get into the outside wall. Almost got into the back of the 91 of Levernite. So we'll see those 2 battle side by side. And the question is, will those 2 sort it out, or will we see contact made even more? As you have Michael Redding in that 91 machine. There it is, the 02 machine. The 91 at Levernite. He's trying to get up there as well, and he gets into the outside wall. We go back and front. There's battling all over the place. We may see a battle with Zach McSwain. I just don't see it happening with 8 laps to go. But the 5 of Chris Fisher trying to say otherwise. He is right there. We have McSwain committed to the bottom, Fisher committed to the top, and the 91 of Levernite kind of running in the middle. Not really a high or low line. He's right dead center in the middle where the slick usually is. As here comes the 5 of Fisher. Fisher going to try to run down the 25 of McSwain with 5 laps to go here in your A main feature event. And I just don't know. 4 to go that time by. And so we have 4 laps to go. Fisher still trying to run down McSwain, but McSwain having none of it. McSwain out front. We'll see. I don't see us having another caution here. They're kind of spread out at the moment. But here comes Bumgarner trying to take 3rd place. And no, Levernite's going to hang on to it for the moment anyway. 2 laps to go. 2 sticks in the air for your race leader, Zach McSwain. McSwain is just 2 laps away from putting in a victory lane. Make it 1 to go. White flag in the air for Zach McSwain. The 5 of Chris Fisher trying to mount a run. As it looks like your race winner, the checkered flag is waving, and your race winner is going to be the 25 of Zach McSwain. Going back here, it looks like it's going to be Fisher and then Levernite hanging on to the 3rd position. Bumgarner going to end up finishing back in sixth position. But your race winner here for the super late models tonight is going to be the 25 of Zach McSwain. We'll be seeing if who we have to talk to out of these top three drivers here in just a moment. Just to let you know, we'll go ahead and we'll cross our fingers that this does show up onto your screen as we're going to pull up your results, and let's hope they do pull up. And they are not going to pull up, so we are going to have to work on that. We do apologize. Your race winner going to be Zach McSwain, followed by Chris Fisher, Blake Murray, Michael Redding, Derek Keltner, Michael Bumgardner, William Main in seventh, Stephen Gregory, followed by Dustin Levernite and Dean Slauson. And then, of course, Cade Loudy, Mario Perez, and Brett Rolls not finishing the race here tonight. All 13 drivers put on a heck of a show for you. We're going to see who we can talk to here in the top three. Give us just a minute. We'll be right back. Again, we will not kill the stream. We are going to stay here and come back momentarily with your second race. All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. We have two of your top three in here. We don't have the third place of Blake Murray. Of course, we do have first and second. As always, we start from the bottom and we go to the top. Your second place finisher here tonight, that is going to be officially being scored on iRacing Way as the sixth of Chris Fisher. A heck of a run for everybody out there here tonight. A little bit lower car count than we're used to seeing, but still some good racing nevertheless. This track always produces some very fast laps, especially in a super late model. Just under 13 seconds, roughly to 13.1 seconds. What is it like running a super late model around this tiny little track?
It's like jet fighters in a gymnasium, dude. It's like our local track, Belleville, Illinois, around here. You start to get dizzy.
Oh, definitely. It's hard to keep track of everyone, especially qualifying. Everyone's out there. It goes so fast. Probably the fastest 50 laps on iRacing, period, hands down, that I've ever seen anyway. It's we're gearing up for another race here. Are you going to make the UMP mod race as well?
Oh, you know it.
Oh, there. We have it again. Just a great race from everybody. Again, we don't have a whole lot to talk about because it went by so
Yeah,
quickly.
yeah. I
Um,
thought there'd be more cautions, honestly.
I definitely thought we would too, as small as it is. But some great racing. We know you probably got some sponsors and shout outs on the car. So who would those be?
Oh yeah. First of all, Till Valhalla Racing. They're number one. You guys race on Texas. You guys are on the car. Slauson Auto Body. I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody, but
All right. Well, for the ones that you may have forgot, we didn't forget about you. It's just it's crazy when you get out of the car, especially after running 50 laps, turning right and left repeatedly over and over again. That being said, someone else who did the same thing and just finished one spot higher, that is going to be Zach McSwain in the number 25 machine. He puts it in victory lane here tonight. Oh, first off, congrats on sitting in victory lane. You get the chicken dinner, the trophy girls, the trophy, the prize, whatever comes along with it. Oh, how does it feel to be sitting in victory lane here after 50 laps of Kokomo?
Feels good. It was a good race. Was running that top there to start, and I felt okay up there, but seen them catch me a little bit on the bottom, so I moved down and ran that for a little while, and then I seen Chris catching me very fast there on the top, so I went ahead and moved up and took away the line. So, but it was a good race.
It was, and we speaking of good racing, how the track progressed. Was this track? Did it start rutting up at all? It didn't look too bad. I know we never saw any black get down, so I didn't see too much slick. But was it getting slicker out there? And obviously, you have to change your line throughout the race. For the ones that don't know what you got to do out there. So, what is it like normally to go around a dirt track and then a short track like this? Do you have to change your mindset on these little short tracks?
Yes, goes very fast, so you gotta be on your toes. I think with the update where they pushed those tires in, widen the track out a little bit, it made it a little bit better racing. I think the bottom's a little faster here now, so but that was a good race. Good race to Chris is finishing second there.
Definitely, it was even a great race, dare I say. We'll see if the next race is as well. But before we go there, Zach, we'll give you a chance to give a shout out to any sponsors and just shout outs you want to give.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Team FTP, Racing Eye Flag, Dirty Grass Soul, Capron Screen Print, and TAC 3 Defense, Super Moon Graphics. I'd like to thank y'all for putting on the broadcast and TVR for putting on a great race.
All right, well, there you have it, folks. Two of your top three anyway. We are going to step away as we'll be coming back here momentarily for your second race. That one will be roughly here in about, I would say, 10 or so minutes. They may start it a little bit early. We'll find out and let you know, but we're going to step away here for just a little bit. We'll kick in some music here, considered intermission. Don't go anywhere. Your UMP mod race coming up next.
$500 richer, two-time NASCAR. This is your 2013 NASCAR iRacing. It's going to be Humpy winning the race, and it's going to be Conti taking away his first NASCAR 2017 NASCAR Peak Antifree Series Championship to Ryan Luza. The young fella is a four-time champion of the NASCAR Peak Antifree's iRacing Series. $500 richer, two-time NASCAR. This is your 2013 NASCAR iRacing. It's going to be Humpy winning the race, and it's going to be time.